healthy aging. I identify with that quite a bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you two things that, as you see in the program, that I want to share with you. First, the process of sponsoring. What is sponsoring? The next thing I want to share with you is how to deal with no's. I am sure all of us, if you're in the business for more than 1 or 2 days, you have met somebody who has told you, no, I'm not interested, or this thing doesn't work. So I'm going to address those two issues. So first, let's go to, let's share with you, just one moment, slide. The sponsoring process. Last week, we talked about two things. One is how to invite people to look at the business and how to present the business, and then how to tell your story. Because those are very important skills of our business. Remember, the growth of our business requires you to master 3 areas. One is to master and develop a good attitude. Number 2 is develop the skills that you need to grow your business. And number 3, develop the knowledge that you need to either advise your customers or help the people you brought into the business how the business is built. I normally use the acronym ASK: attitude, skill, and knowledge. So I want to take you through the sponsoring process. Remember, getting somebody in the business is a process. It's not an event. It's not something that happens once. It is a process that you have to go through to get a new distributor, or to get a new business builder, or to get somebody who registers just to use the products. When Betty and I started the business, Hansi showed us this diagram, the W. The W stands for work, but each point of the W stands for a specific event in the sponsoring process. The first one is you need a prospect list. That is a list of people that you want to involve or you want to introduce to the business. We recommend you need to have more than 100 names. 200 names, the better. The more names you have, the more chances of finding the people who are looking for our business. So write a prospects list. 3 rules about a prospects list. Number 1 is write everybody you know. Number 2, do not prejudge. Number 3, speak to each person on the list and tick them off. Either they will join the business, or they will not join the business, or they'll become your customers. Those are the 3 options that we normally come across in the business. So 3 rules about the prospects list. Write the names down. Do not prejudge. Speak to everybody on that list step by step or one by one. But what is the next thing you need to do on the names on your list? 1 is to invite them to look at the business. What is inviting? Inviting is asking a very simple question. Are you open to look at a way to generate additional income? Can I show you a concept that helps you to grow your business on a part-time basis? Your inviting should be very simple and very clear. Do not confuse your prospects. Ask that very simple and important question. Are you open to look at a way to generate additional income? Are you open to look at a concept that will help you grow a business without quitting what you're doing now? The best thing that you can use in the inviting and showing the business process are tools. What are tools? Tools are things like videos, CDs, magazines, brochures, things that have been professionally done that helps your prospect to have a perspective of the business. So use your tools as much as possible. In fact, the more tools you use, the more effective your business will grow. Why do I say this? Because there are some people in your team who have just joined and don't have much confidence. If you have a tool, the tool will do the work on their behalf. For example, you meet somebody and they join the business, they're very excited, and they want you to help them show the business to people. You can tell them, look, so and so, I want to send you a video. Learn how to invite prospects to watch this video. This video is only 10 minutes. It explains the concept in brief and very clearly. So what you do is call your prospect and say, so and so, I've just started a business. I am not very experienced, but I want to send you a 10-minute video that explains the business concept. Would you be open to look at it? Most prospects will say, yes, I want to have a look at it. Next question. When do you think you can watch it? That question is designed that way because it helps the prospect to go through their mind to find out when they can actually create time to watch it. Most prospects say, if it's 10 minutes, I can even watch it now, or I'll watch it in the evening. Don't send them the video yet. Ask them the next question. So if I send you the video, you're going to watch it this evening, or you're going to watch it now. They say yes. So after you watch the video, when do you think I can call you to discuss the contents of the video? Then they will tell you. If they say, oh, call me tomorrow, what time can I call you? They will tell you, call me at 10, call me at 2, call me at 9 in the morning. So you tell them, okay, I'm sending you the video now. I'll call you tomorrow at 10 or 9 o'clock. Then you can discuss the content of the video. Then you send them the video. That is how to invite using a tool. Then the next stage of the sponsoring process is a business opportunity presentation, where you invite the prospects to look at the business and somebody experienced explain the business in a bit more detail, either by Zoom or one-on-one or a group meeting or a large meeting at a hotel or a venue. That is a business opportunity presentation. A few rules. 1, get there on time. 2, dress smart, casual. 3, when you go for the meeting, sit with your prospect in front. Most people like sitting at the back. It's not a good idea. Sit in front, because when you sit in front, your prospect is not likely to doze because they are right in front of the speaker. All right? And then after the presentation, go to your prospects and ask the question, what did you like most about the presentation? They will tell you. Is it about the business, about the product, or a little bit of both? Then address their question. They will tell you, oh, I like the business part, or I like the products. Then the next question, do you think you're going to be involved in our business? Or do you think our business will help you achieve some of your personal goals or dreams? They will tell you. Help the prospect to come to a decision, because one of the most difficult things that people have is to come to a decision. And then a follow-up after the presentation said, okay, if you want to think about it, or give them the form to fill. This is the application form. Can I use your pen, or you want to use your pen? Give them the form to fill and follow up immediately in the next 24 hours on their decision-making process. Remember, the average person, you need to follow up 5 to 8 times before they make a decision. So don't follow them once or twice or 3 times. Follow them 5 or 6 or 7 times. And when you follow them up, one of the 3 decisions will come up. 1, yes, they're interested in the business, they'd like to start. Or they want to think about it. 2nd, no, they don't want to join the business, they just want to be product users. Or they're not interested in the business, they're not interested in the product. Those are the 3 options somebody will make a decision about. So the sponsoring process is start with the prospects list, learn how to invite, learn how to show the business or invite them for a business opportunity presentation, follow up with them, and help them to come to a decision. If you keep doing that, you're going to bring new people to your team. So it's very important if you want to get new people in your business. The sponsoring process. Let me stop sharing. There's something else I would like to show you that is very important in understanding what actually happens. What actually happens when you get people in the business. It's called the funnel of prospects. Let me share that with you. I'll show you what happens. Okay, this is a funnel of prospects. If you have 20 prospects, if you invite all of them to look at the business, an average of 8 will accept to actually look at the business. Out of the 8 that look at a business, if you follow up, 5 of them will actually respond if you keep following up. And out of those, 2 will join your business as business builders or distributors. This is the average for the industry. So when you find people saying no, don't worry, it's the process. So this business is not for everybody. Everybody can do this business, but this business is not for everybody. So don't be disappointed when people say no. Don't be offended. It is part of the process. So this funnel of prospects is just an idea to let you know what will happen when you're in the field. When you talk to 20 prospects, 8 will actually express the willingness to look at the business. When you show them the business, 5 will respond to your follow-up process, 2 will make a decision and get started in the business. And that leads me to the next section of our presentation, and that is how to deal with no. How do you deal with no when you have people in the business? I want to encourage you to embrace the word no. Why is that? Because it is part and parcel of our business. If you don't embrace the no in this business, you'll be very frustrated in the business. You will come to the conclusion this business doesn't work. This business works. I am sure if you've been in the business long enough, you know it works. But you have to personally go through the process of hearing the word no. Remember, people will likely to join you if 1, they know you, 2, they like you, 3, they trust you. So you need to create the climate of getting to know people. When you meet somebody for the first time, don't be in a rush to show them the business. Get to know them. Let them know who you are. Get them to like you. And people like others who are kind, people who are consistent, people who are forthright, people who are genuine. And when they trust you is when you can show them and say, by the way, I run a business and I want to share you the concept of how you can make money working part-time. Remember, when you speak to any prospect, only 2 answers, either yes or no. Those are the 2 answers you will get. Of course, there are some people who don't say yes and they don't say no. They hope that you're going to read their mind. Don't get into the trap of trying to making decisions for people. All right? So remember that yes or no are not opposites, but the process of getting to a yes. If the one in red is your prospect, he'll either say no or yes. But don't look at it like that. Look at it as the one below. The meaning you attach to a no is very, very important. In my opinion, the meaning you need to attach to the word no is, this is not the right person, or this is not the right time for this person, or this person has not understood the business. So no is the path to a yes. No may be that they have not understood what you're explaining. So the process is no, then yes, then success. That is what really happens in the business. But actually, you will get more no's than yeses. Why? Because out of 100 people, only 5 become very successful in what they do, even in this business. That is why you get more no's than you get yeses. All right? So let's look at the benefits of a no. The first thing is a no helps you to identify the ones who are going to join your business or the ones who will not join your business. So the no helps you to identify the ones not suitable to join your business. The other thing, the no helps to strengthen your character. I know sometimes it's difficult to accept that no strengthens your character. It will only strengthen your character as long as you keep talking to people. That's why we recommend talk to 2 to 3 people every day about our business. The no eventually raises your level of confidence. How does it do that? Because you begin to develop a thick skin. The first time I received a no, I was so devastated. I wondered, why isn't this person seeing what I see in the business? So my mentor explained to me, look, that is part of the process of building the business. And he told me, if you have never received a no, you're not serious about the business. You're not actually talking to people. So the more you talk to people, the more no's you get. And then the no also helps you to deal with negative emotions. What are those negative emotions? People who criticize you, people who make fun of you. It's not fun, it's not exciting to go through those emotions. No, I'm not saying it is. But eventually you're going to learn how to deal with these negative emotions. Discouragement, people who criticize your business. Trust me, when you go on stage as a director, a 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupee, 4 rupee, you will not remember the people who laughed at you. In fact, what you do is you'll ask a friend of yours to take a picture when you're receiving your award, you're receiving your pin, you're receiving a big check, and you send them and say, I wish you were here with me. Just that. And then the no also helps you to identify those who really support your dreams. Because not everybody will support your dream. Not everybody wants to be left behind. There's a principle called the crab mentality. If you take a number of crabs and put them in a bucket, when one of them is trying to crawl out, the other ones pull it back. That is what happens in life. When you have dreams and you want to grow, you want to be successful, the people who don't have dreams will discourage you from going after your dreams. Remember, this is a process. No, no, yes, no, no, yes, success. This is a process of what happens. This is a reality of our business. This is not theory. The people who've succeeded know exactly that this is what happens. No, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, success. That is how success comes about. So don't avoid the no's. The challenging thing is that I was telling some friends of ours in Nairobi, and I told them, look, when you receive a no in the evening, don't stop there. Call somebody until you get a yes. If not, speak to your sponsor so that you don't go and sleep with a no in your mind. That affects your attitude the next day. All right? So when you receive a no in the evening, or that is the last person you speak to another person until you get a yes, or you get somebody who is interested in the product, or if those are not possible, call your sponsor. Your sponsor will encourage you so that you go to bed with an encouraging thought, and that will help you in the next day. So, ladies and gentlemen, Betty and I want to thank you very much for having spent your time with us so that we can share with you what the business has done for us. And we hope that some of the ideas we shared with you are going to help you grow your business. As we say in our business, it's not over until it's over. Today is the first day of the month end. There's still tomorrow and there's still Saturday. If you haven't achieved your goals, keep going until the month end actually closes. Thank you. Good night and God bless.